Hello folks, welcome to Bleedy Extra. In this video I'm going to show you how to do multi-camera video editing and how easy it can be. The video you're watching just now is the output from that piece of work, so let's go and have a look at how I actually did the work. Hello, let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to do multi-camera video editing. I'll be using PowerDirector. And I have three sources. I have an Action 1, the Action 3 and the Action 4. The Action 4 is the main picture. I'm taking the audio from the Action 3 and then there's no audio from 1 or 4. Okay, let's start. I've got PowerDirector open and it's a blank canvas. I've added some extra video channels. So I've got channels 1 and 2, channel 1 with an audio. Channel 2, 3, 4 and 5 are all just video channels. Right, let's get started and let's get the first one to come in. I just drag it in, I put it in, and there's the first one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some markers and I'm going to zoom in to do this. And I'm using the start of the engine to establish the marker. So let's have a listen to this. And there it is there. Okay, that's it there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a marker on there. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cut this, because I don't want all this early stuff. I don't need it. I'm going to leave the gap and I'm going to move it along there. So there's the first one that we've done. And we've got a marker where the engine starts. And you can see that it's been dragged along there. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to split the audio and the video. I'm going to delete the audio from that channel, and for the time being I'm going to transfer that one, the main video, down to the bottom. You see I've still got the mark on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the Action 3. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to drag it in. Well, I'm going to try. This is done in real time, by the way, so you can see how easy or not it is to do. Let's see if we can see where the engine starts. It's a different sound wave, I think. Now, here we go. So that camera was running for a bit longer. So I'm going to mute. I'm going to put that one out so you can see the chest cam. This is the one that we're going to take the audio from. So let's just have a listen to that. And as you can see, you saw it there. And it's right there is where the audio is. Now I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to unlink the video, and I'm going to put an audio marker there. But on this occasion, what I'm going to do, hold on, that's because I didn't move this along here. Like I say, I'm doing this in real time. There it is there. I'm going to put that there. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these two, and I'm going to cut it on where the engine starts. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to leave the gap. Let's minimize this a little bit so it's not so difficult to drag. We do that, we pull it along, and we get it to, I'm going to move it to about somewhere about there. Yeah. Okay, I've made an ass of that. I've already said, right, there we go, that's better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that along to there, and I'm going to zoom in, and you can see that there. I'm going to go to that line there, and all I need to do to get it exactly the same, select both of them, of course, you had dodo, and there we go, they're exactly lined up now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that one down to the line, and I'm going to leave that up there. Now, because I've put the audio there, and I'm an idiot, let's just get rid of the back end of this, because we don't need that. I'm going to get the action 1 now, and I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to do exactly the same. So it is in real time, as you can see. This is how easy or otherwise it is to do. That looks like the engine noise there, doesn't it? That looks like it there. So, okay. Okay, I will listen to this. No, not the right one. Too late. That was a cry. There it is there. So let's do a little bit of a zoom in so we get it right. There we go, and that's where it is. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that. I'm going to delete that. I'll leave the gap. I'm going to unlink the video. And what I'm going to do... Gee whiz, what dodo. And I'm going to line up with there, and that's all, the video and the audio all lined up. Now if I do this, that all should be in line. Now it's not, I can see it already. Oh, it is. There we go. So I've zoomed in and that's all done. Now on this one, whatever video and audio is live, the higher up the number is the one that is shown. So you can see at the moment it's track 1 that's being shown. If I unmark track 3, you'll see that that comes on, but I take that off. Now, this is how I do it. Now, I just want to tidy this up a little bit. I'm going to select it all and I'm going to drag it to the start. There we are. And then what I'm going to do, zoom out a bit, and I'm going to delete that because we don't need that anymore. So now what I've got is 3 perfectly aligned video tracks with a single audio. Let's see what it looks like just with the main camera with DJI Action 4. There we go there. Now, if we go back now, you can see what I can do here. This is a clever little trick. I'm going to pull that back to there, trim it there, and you can see it all stays in line, so I've now got audio right from the start. And if I do, which one is it? I think it's this one here. No, it's that. It's this one here. You can see my fingers on the button starting it. So it's all aligned. Now, for me to do multi-editing, what I do, I will do a cut on one of them, and I'll cut a bit of this. And what I'll do is I'll just drag it up there, and then you'll see me cut to the Action 3. And now I'll wait to let you see what this looks like. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that back to there. I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to pull it up to there. So
after the whole pile of faffing,
so that's also on the Action 3. So we pointing out camera 1.
Original DVI 1.
The Action 4. And now what you'll see me cut to the...
And on my chest is the DVI Action. So there's going to be 3 recording sources.
And once again, I don't have to stay with that cut. I can say, right, I've had enough of that, and I'm pulling that back to there. And it's all nice and easy, and it's back to there. And that's as simple and as easy as it gets. So let's do another cut. Let's do a little cut there. Of course, I'm just taking any old ones and pulling it up. You pull it up to there. Let's take another one from here. And once we're on that second line, you can then adjust them. So let's have a look and see what that looks like. So we're on Action 4. We're going to cut there as I'm easing the big NT around. Love that bike. There we are, we're back to the Action 4. And there we are here. And actually I've decided that I want to do this to here. And I'll trim that only. So let's have a look at that. And you'll see that I'll cut across to the Action 3. There we go. And I've had enough of that, so all I do is I pull that back to there. And it's as easy and as simple as that to do multi-camera cutting and editing. The key is to get it all synced up properly. Now on this occasion I use the engine start, but sometimes I use movement. So if I'm going past a particular lamppost or a sign or a car, I line them up that way. Nice and simple. Now, one other thing I'd like to show you. I'm just doing this so it makes a change. So I've done a little cut there as looking back on myself. Let's go along to here. I'm now going to do a cut of all of them because I'm going to cut to a different scene. I'm going to do a cut of all of them, and I'm just going to select all the parts and I'm going to delete them. Well, actually, before I do that, let me just put an M there, an M there, an M there, and an M there, because I want to demonstrate that they all stay together. So if I delete that, if I fill the gap, and you can see that they've all moved together. Now, I like to use transitions. Let's go and get a transition. And let's do a fade, nice and simple. I think I'm in the new mouse. Actually, there we go. Now you see how that's now come out of sync. So what you've got to do is apply the fade to all the cuts. There we go, that one's back in. That one's back in, and you can see that it's all aligned there. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a bit of a cut to them all. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to delete it. Let's go back to the start. And we can watch it through. So we're on the 4. The bike starts up. I'm using audio channel from 3, remember.
So after the whole pile of faffing,
them's flicked across. You can hear me twittering away in the background. I'm pointing out the cameras that's in use. And you can see a seamless switch to the back where I then point to there. You can see the audio is well synced with it. It's all looking good. You can see that video channel 3 and 4 and 5 are all muted. You can't see them. The only channels that are live are video and audio 1 and video channel 2. The higher the channel number will be the one that shows on the screen, so we jump to channel 2 because that's a higher number, and there you go there. Right, now the only thing that's left for me to do is let me export it. Okay, this will only take a couple of minutes, but I'm going to cut it here. Okay, that took 1 minute 57 seconds. Let's minimize that, let's get rid of that, and let's pull this up, and there's the video.
So after the whole pile of that,
Now, I'm going to just mute that and just so it doesn't get in the way, but I hope you can see how easy it is for you to do multi-camera editing. After you get your head around it a little bit, it becomes natural, and it actually isn't too bad. I've made this video simply because I've heard a lot of people say how difficult they find it, and you can see that in that short space it probably took me about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes to fully align the 3 channels, and once we did that, then it was just down to editing, which is something you do anyway. What I normally do is I edit the whole top, the main channel, and then I add the cutaway scenes, whether it be the chest cam or the back facing camera after I've done the full edit. Remembering of course that if you do a cut in the top video and the main video, then you need to make sure that you do transitions in all of the channels to keep it all aligned. Don't ask me how I know, because it does get out of hand very easily if you're not careful. You can recover from it, of course. Alright, well, I hope you found this video of use. Hopefully you can find a bit of information in this one that you've never seen before, or made it so easy. Alright, I'll let this thing play out and then we'll catch you again. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.